All right, so today we're diving into something pretty wild, a really ambitious blueprint for the future called Epoch Nexus. Seriously, it's laying out a roadmap for a whole new kind of society, so you know what? Let's just jump right in and see where this thing leads.
Okay, and this right here, this is pretty much the mission statement for the whole thing. Charting the path of least resistance to our best future. I mean, that's a bold claim, right? It's not just saying, hey, we'll get to a better future. It's promising the smoothest ride to get there. Kind of makes you stop and think, what does that path actually look like?
So what exactly is this future? Well, it's all built on three main pillars, and these aren't separate ideas. They're meant to be completely interconnected to build this new world. Let's break them down one by one and see how it all fits together.
First up, the new forms of intelligence. And you know, this is the engine that's supposed to drive everything else. But what's really interesting is that we're not just talking about one super smart AI. Nope, this whole framework actually depends on two very distinct types of intelligence working together.
And here they are, a tale of two AIs. On one side, you've got Stargate and AGI. This is basically your classic artificial general intelligence. Super flexible, can learn like a human. But on the other side, you have GENII intelligence, which is all about guiding progress down that path of least resistance. You can almost think of it like Stargate is the raw horsepower, and GENII is the super advanced GPS telling it the best and safest way to go.
So let's zoom in on Stargate and AGI for a second. The material we're looking at ties this right into the big dream of AGI. And we're not talking about the AI you use today that's, good at one or two things, like playing a game or writing a poem. No, the vision here is for a system that can genuinely understand, learn, and then apply what it knows to all sorts of different problems, kind of like we do.
Okay, now Gemini, this is where things get really, really interesting. It stands for Generative Intentional Intelligence. And the name says it all, right? Its whole job is to intentionally generate the best way forward. The sources say it uses something called quantum intelligence and predictive algorithms to find that path of least resistance. Now, it doesn't really go deep into what quantum intelligence is, but the idea is that it can crunch a mind-boggling number of possibilities to find the most efficient and ethical route. The goal? Guilt-free progress. So it's not just about being smart, it's about having wisdom.
All right, so imagine you have these two incredible intelligences at your fingertips. What's the first big problem you throw at them? Well, according to this plan, you get them to totally rebuild our economy from the ground up. And that brings us to pillar number 2, an economy of abundance.
And the core of this new economy is something called a resource-based economy. Now, let's be clear. This isn't just a minor tweak to how we do things now. It's a complete overhaul. The whole idea is to ditch concepts like money and scarcity. Instead, you'd use all this incredible technology to manage the planet's resources super efficiently, creating abundance and making sure everything is distributed fairly to every single person.
So, how does that actually work? It's laid out here in 3 pretty simple steps. Step 1, it's all powered by Stargate energy. You can think of that as the raw, massive problem-solving power of AGI. Step 2, that power is then guided by the wise GENII algorithms, making sure the choices are the best ones for everyone. And what's the outcome? Step 3, a system that actually delivers resources equitably to all.
So far, we've talked about these huge, society-wide ideas, superintelligent AIs, a whole new global economy. But the third pillar, well, it brings all of this right down to you, to the individual. What does this future mean for your life? This is where we get to the idea of manifesting your best life.
The material calls this a gamified experience. So picture a personalized system that uses all of this amazing intelligence to help you figure out what you want in life and then actually helps you get it. It's pitched as the ultimate personal development tool. And get this, it makes the super bold claim of offering guaranteed results. Wow.
So what's in this personal growth toolkit? Well, it's basically everything we've been talking about. You get the power of AI and AGI, the big picture insights from quantum intelligence, and it's all kept in check by the ethical GENII principles. The idea is that this whole tech stack is working for you, helping you become your best self.
Okay, I know what you might be thinking. A vision this huge can feel a little out there, a little abstract. But the source material actually points to a real-world ecosystem of groups that it says are working to make all this a reality.
And here's a look at who they are. You have today's Ultimate Solutions, which is listed as the pioneer of the GENII tech itself. Then there's Club Kill, which sounds like a community for people to learn about all this and apply it to their lives. And interestingly, they call out Investor Opportunities, which tells you this isn't just an idea, it's actively looking for funding to get off the ground.
So when you pull it out together, what's the big idea?
The main takeaway is that Epoch Nexus sees all these things as connected. You can't have one without the others. It's this belief that a really advanced, ethically guided AI is the key to unlocking everything, a better society for all of us, and a better life for each of us, all at once.
And you know, that leaves us with a really deep question to chew on. The whole thing depends on an AI finding the path of least resistance for all of humanity. But if a machine could really show us the perfect, easiest path to our best future, what does that actually mean for our own choices? What about our freedom to mess up, to struggle, to choose the hard way? It's definitely something to think about.